Before you came into my life, everything felt normal. My days followed the same routine. I woke up, did what I needed to do, and went to sleep. I didn't think much about changing myself or improving my life. I was comfortable with who I was and how things were. Then, you entered my life. At first, nothing seemed different. You were just another person I met. We talked, shared thoughts, and spent time together. It felt ordinary. But over time, I started noticing changes in myself. I began thinking differently. I started paying attention to things I had ignored before. I became more aware of my actions, my goals, and my future. Simple conversations with you made me reflect on my own life. I started asking myself questions I had never asked before. What kind of person do I want to become? What am I capable of achieving? What changes should I make to improve my life? These thoughts slowly became part of my daily thinking. The change did not happen overnight. It happened little by little. Every conversation, every experience, and every lesson added something new to my perspective. As time passed, I realized that I was no longer the same person I had been before. My mindset had changed. My priorities had changed. The way I viewed life had changed. I began understanding that growth is not always about major events. Sometimes growth comes from simple experiences and the people we meet along the way. Many people enter our lives and leave without changing anything. But some people leave a lasting impact. They help us see life from a different angle. They encourage us to think differently and become better versions of ourselves. You were one of those people. Because of that, I can't return to who I was before you. The person I was before had a different understanding of life. That version of me had different beliefs, different habits, and different ways of thinking. Once you learn something important, you cannot unlearn it. Once your perspective changes, it cannot fully return to what it was before. That is why personal growth is permanent. As humans, we are constantly learning. Every experience teaches us something. Every challenge makes us stronger. Every meaningful connection leaves a lesson behind. These lessons become part of us. They shape our decisions. They influence our future. They help us grow. Looking back, I can clearly see the difference between who I was and who I am today. I have learned more. I understand more. I think more carefully. I appreciate things differently. These changes did not happen by accident. They happened because certain experiences pushed me to grow. Life works this way for everyone. No one stays exactly the same forever. We all change as we move through life. We gain knowledge. We gain experience. We gain wisdom. Every stage of life creates a new version of ourselves. Sometimes we miss our old selves because life felt simpler. But growth is a natural part of life. Moving forward means accepting change.